ITV Lunchtime News with Lucrezia Millarini.
Good afternoon. The Prime Minister has warned that Britain will feel the economic impact of Donald Trump's decision to impose a 10% tariff on British goods imported into the US. In a speech from the White House Rose Garden, the US President revealed a long list of global tariffs he said would make America wealthy again. But the EU, subject to a 20% levy, hit back, describing it as a major blow to the world economy. And Sir Keir Starmer says he'll continue to fight to secure a trade deal with a cool and calm head, even as the government prepares for possible retaliatory action. On to the day's other news now, and the barrister for convicted child serial killer Lucy Letby has this lunchtime presented fresh findings he says could help clear her name. The former nurse is serving 15 whole-life orders, including for the murder of 7 babies, but an independent panel of medical experts has now provided alternative explanations for the death. Now, the death toll from the massive earthquake in Myanmar last week has risen to over 3,000, according to the country's military rulers. An emergency committee has launched an urgent appeal for the people of Myanmar. Shortly before we came on air, I spoke to Salah Saeed, chief executive of the committee, and asked him, given Myanmar's political situation, whether emergency funds will be able to reach where they're needed the most. Well, now, findings from an official investigation into last month's North Sea crash between an oil tanker and a container ship note that neither had a dedicated lookout on the bridge. The Marine Accident Investigation Branch also say visibility was patchy. Well, Emma Volney has... now some other news. New rules compelling all large UK venues to prepare their response to possible terror attacks have been signed into law. And finally, this lunchtime, not since 1966 and that famous extra time win for England has the World Cup been contested on home soil. But the UK was all but confirmed today as the host of the Women's World Cup in 10 years' time. Never mind that only one valid bid was received by FIFA. For the Lionesses manager, Serena Wiegman, it is another boost for the game. Here's Faye Barker. And that is all for now. Charlene is back at 6:30. The news where you are is next, before ITV's racing coverage of the Grand National Festival live from Aintree. But from everyone on the lunchtime team, bye-bye.